Ladies, do you sometimes go through life wondering, who am I? Who am I? Or have you ever gone to work, got there, but you sat in your car for 10 or 15 minutes asking, what am I doing? Why do I keep doing this? There's got to be something out there that I enjoy doing better. Or maybe you enjoy what you're doing, minus the people you work with. I used to have those thoughts. Hi, ladies. My name is Shelley, and I speak to young women on the importance of self-love and self-awareness. I used to go through life aimlessly. I was lost. I had so many questions that I was looking for answers to. What is my identity? Why was I created? What is my purpose in life? Do I have any gifts? What are my talents? Do I have any of those? God, did you forget me? What's your 5-year goal plan? My 5-year goal plan? I don't even know who I am. Whose life will I be living? But you know something? There was something there that I struggled with through life more than anything. That was being accepted and looking for someone to just love me as I am. So much so that when I was 10, I actually took a handful of pills thinking, well, when I wake up in the morning at the hospital, I'll be surrounded by family and relatives, and someone would come up to me and say, why would you do that? Don't ever do that again. We love you. We want you in our lives. Always remember, whether you're with us or not with us, you are loved. Well, I woke up the next morning, actually afternoon, got a good night's rest. But I remember waking up thinking, I couldn't even get that right. So later in life, I continued to struggle with being accepted and looking for someone to love me. And I finally went through this period in life that I will call the wilderness. And when I went through this wilderness, I was able to have internal healing, deep internal healing, that once I healed inside, I was able to let go of that selfish person I had inside. That selfish person that, for an example, my birthday. Coming up for my birthday, it was always a big deal to me. But I felt like I was always forgotten. So I learned to mask my feelings and act like my birthday didn't matter. So if no one remembered my birthday, then I would be like, oh well, they forgot. Just another day anyway. But deep down inside, it meant something to me. So I started to kind of focus on that and question, why was that so important to me? Because the truth of the matter is, I wasn't forgotten. I'm from a family of 7 siblings, and my mother was doing good if she can get our name straight. Not alone remember all of our birthdays every year. So it wasn't a matter that I was forgotten. That was just how I felt. I just felt invisible. So I asked myself, well, what makes you happy? And I said, spending time with family makes me happy. So I made the decision that year to drive to Nashville. I went and picked up my granddaughter. She was around 11 or 12 that year. And we went to Opryland Hotel, stayed there overnight, had dinner. I listened to her riddles that I struggled with answering, but I tried. But we had a great time. I took her shopping for my birthday. I took her shopping, and it was just like, wow, I really enjoyed myself, and I was happy. And happy for giving, not looking for what I could receive. So I said to myself, wow, that was fun. How can I top that next year? So the next year, I decided I'm going to cook and invite some friends over. And so I remember someone saying to me, you're going to cook for your birthday? And I was like, yeah, why not? It's what I want to do. So I cooked for my birthday, and I invited my family that lives local, and I invited my close friend Elaine, and we had an amazing time. So the gift I received that year for my birthday was my sister and her husband that lives in Chicago. They drove down to Huntsville and surprised me for my birthday. So I was able to spend my birthday with family. My brother is a pastor, and he has a very demanding schedule, but he took the time, him and his wife, to come to my birthday, and that was a gift. My mother and my sister was there. So I was surrounded by family and friends. Oh, and Elaine's family was with her. So my gift was being surrounded by people who cared and loved me. So I realized that when you don't focus so much on what someone's given you, what somebody's acknowledged, what someone forgot or remembered, oh, it's about me, whoa, it's me. When I took the focus off of that and focused on, oh, what can I give someone on my birthday, was when I found that I received the best gift those 2 years, that I took the focus off of me and what I can do with others. And also I got this amazing gift from, I believe my daughter put it together, but it was from my daughter and my son, my nieces and my nephews and my grandkids. And they put together, I gotta show you, this wonderful, I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry, this video recording thing is all new to me, but I don't know if you can see it. But they took the time to share 60 things that they loved about me. And I thought that was just so thoughtful and so amazing. So I find now that I enjoy my birthday when I'm looking in ways that I can give to others. And when I give, not looking to receive, that's when I receive more and in abundance. How cool is that? So also, when I went through this wilderness, I found a way to let go of all the hurt and pain that I was carrying around with me, that I carried through my adulthood, that was generated all the way back from my childhood. I found a way to let that go. I found a way to start looking at life differently. you know how they would ask you, how do you look at life? Is the glass half empty or is it half full? I would always say half empty. It's almost gone. That's easy. Well, I learned how to find a way to have a more positive mental attitude internally. So once I started having a positive attitude internally in how I looked at myself internally, then my outside world and my circumstances on the outside, I started to see it also in a more positive way. I was able to change bad habits that I was very comfortable with. I didn't want to let it go because my self-worth, I didn't have high standards. I didn't have I had lowered my self-worth. So I allowed bad habits that I knew that were not healthy for me. I allowed it because of my self-worth I had for myself. So I didn't want to let it go because I felt like I wouldn't have anything if I let that go. So I was trying to hold on to whatever I could. And also I wasn't really sure how to let it go. But once I start changing my mindset and recognize that I am worthy and my self-worth and what standards I was not going to go below, then I was able to become uncomfortable and change those habits and start implementing good habits. But I was not able to let those bad habits go until I acknowledged my self-worth. I was able to limit beliefs and negative beliefs that I had. I was able to change those, beliefs that were passed down through generation that half the time there was no basis for that belief. It may have been something that was applicable back in the day, but didn't apply anymore. But because it was just something generation did and they passed it on, we just accepted it. But I learned to start evaluating and researching and understanding why I believe what I believe, so I can have a foundation and an understanding of it. So once I was able to change my mindset and let all the baggage go, I had baggage. I dug into the baggage, resolved issues that I had in the baggage. Baggage that you carry around with you and you dump it on whoever you're in a relationship with and you're like, just accept it. We come as a package. Deal with it. Well, I dealt with that baggage and got to the root of it. I let all of that go. And when I let all of that go, I realized that the love that I was searching for to receive from others in life was the love that I had inside all along. And once that love was unmasked, I was able to see my identity, have peace, and see my own pathway to my purpose in life. And so now I want to share and give back how I was able to get to that point. I read this passage in Ecclesiastes, and King Solomon says, things that are done have been done before. Things that are happening has happened before. There's nothing new under the sun. So why is it that generation of the future is not able to remember and learn lessons and have lessons learned from our generation of the past. I had to think about that for a minute. So my belief is generation of the future is not able to learn from our generation of the past because we're not communicating those lessons learned that they need to learn from. We have too many secrets that we're taking and we're sweeping it up under the rug. But those secrets are information that we can actually learn from. You can tell us, don't do this or don't do that, but when you don't give us the why behind it, then we don't have that clear understanding. We learn also from seeing, from action. So we need the example, we need the information behind the why, and that way together we can have a more understanding. Because if we don't get answers to our questions, we're going to try and find it one way or another. So we're going to go to one of our friends who knows no more than we do, and then we're going to take their advice. So we need to share that information and stop sweeping it under the rug. It happened. So what? Get over it. Let's not be embarrassed anymore. Let's share that information so they can learn from it. Sometimes also, I believe, it's not necessarily they're trying to hide things. Sometimes it may be the case they don't know the answer or they don't know how to explain it, which, if that's the case, it's best to just say, I don't know. Let's find an answer to that. Let's look into that. Or they're not sharing the information because they believe they're protecting us. But the information is what protects us. The information is what protects us from us learning and understanding. So that elephant, we can't continue to ignore the elephant in a room because it doesn't disappear and resolve and address the issue by itself. I know because I tried. It doesn't go away. What it does is it accumulates and it builds up on the issues with the issues you already have inside. And so now you're just accumulating more baggage and not addressing any of the issues. So that's where I come in now. I want to start sharing my lessons learned with young ladies who are looking for someone to help guide them, for someone who's looking to be transparent and honest with them, someone who may have answers to their questions. So I'm hoping my life story, my lessons learned, my personal development, my personal experience that I've had, that I can share all of that with you so you will know the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it takes to help you understand and learn in your journey through life. Things that could be a red flag and a warning that I can share with you. Things that the why and why it worked, or the why it didn't work, and give you information on that. So, all young ladies, I'm asking all young ladies that's looking for someone to be open and transparent with them. I am that lady. So find something in this video that you do like, so you can say you like it, and also subscribe and follow me, where I will share weekly videos on my life story and my lessons learned with all young ladies that are looking for answers and have questions in their journey through life. And they're looking for someone to be open and honest with them. I thank you for taking the time to listen to my video. And again, my name is Shelly. Don't forget to follow me. And they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Are you ready?